So, I wanted to talk about some deep shit. Because I feel like maybe my situations could possibly help somebody else, and I know that I help my growth whenever I go back and I look at my own videos. And it's like, I've been through some shit. Oops. So, I got myself playing in my ears because it helps me keep my mind occupied. I've been through some fucking shit. I don't even know where I want to start with all the shit that I've fucking been through. I feel like I got a lot of videos to make. But I guess I'll just go back. Instead of figuring out where to start, I'm here right now. I am 24. I think. I don't fucking keep track. I think. Either 24 or 25. I don't know. I was born in 97. That's the last thing I fucking think about. That's just another thing that man made to confine you inside of a fucking box. It's like, oh, you're this age, so you're like in this stage of your life. It's not like that at all. It's like, you're in what stage of your life? Because I've always hung out with older people. I don't think I have one like real friend that I hang out with on like a daily basis, other than myself, my brother, my little brother. He's my best fucking friend, and I don't need a friend to hang out with a daily fucking basis, or on a daily basis actually, because it's just like, if I'm up your ass or you're up my ass, like, how are you getting anything done? How am I getting anything done? Like, if you always just want me to be there to keep you busy, then you holding me back from going after what I need to, or accomplishing my goals. Because if I'm worried about if you got hard feelings of I'm not with you all the time, well, like, number one, where did that behavior start with you? You gotta reflect in the mirror. Number two, like, oh, if you're that person. Number two, like, you gotta make sure the people that you're surrounding yourself with, girlfriend, friend, like, boyfriend, anyone, period, whoever's in your circle, you really gotta look at your circle and be like, do these people want what's best for me, or are they just saying they want what's best for me? And I had to learn that the hard way. Like, I'm literally doing this right now because I'm fucking uncomfortable talking about this shit, but I'm gonna appreciate it later, I guess. So like the last dude I was fucking with, we had the energy. We still friends, but like, I don't talk to them at all. Like, they don't actually respond. So it's like, I saw within time that I cared more about them than they ever cared about me. And I understood that. But I still am such a person who, like, no matter who you are, I unconditionally love you. And that'll never change with me. It has before in the past. It did whenever I was a kid. Or not so much whenever I was a kid, but it was just like, you know, I lost my love with myself whenever I was a kid. Because when it felt like people were supposed to love me and they loved the wrong person more, that made me hurt. That made me really hurt. And I've gotten over that. I tear up at it because I am so proud and I'm so thankful that I found the love for myself again, and I was able to get to the point that I'm at today. Cause that took a lot of fucking, that's the biggest job that I ever fucking did. The biggest fucking job. Yeah, I've done some fucking shit. Have I done some shit? But the last dude that I was fucking with, he was doing this stuff with his business, and I'm a business baddie. Like, you might not know it, you can not think it. I don't give a fuck about what you think. Truthfully, like, the only person that I, at the end of the day, need to care about who thinks about what is me. Because I had to learn that. But we're going backwards. You'll get there. Bitch. Well, they're like established in the music industry or whatever, which I never fucking knew. We became friends before I even fucking knew that. Like, but we was vibing and the connection was there, or the chemistry or whatever, but like, if everything doesn't add up, I pull out. Like, cause I've wasted so much time in my life surrounding myself with people who found it more beneficial to have me in their life than it was for the both of us. Like, they didn't care about the benefits of mine. They only cared about the benefits of theirs. And I quickly moved on from that because it wasn't like much to get attached to. Like, yeah, I have like a connection with them, but it was ruined. Like, if you can't balance business and like all the other shit, like if you can't handle everything, or if you can't handle anything, actually, let me say that. If you can't handle anything, because I'll fucking take anything on, like, bitch, throw whatever you got at me, I'm gonna take it, flip that bitch, and dunk it right back at you. Straight up. And, like, the ex before him was, like, this ex, like, off and on for, like, 8, 9, actually, like, 10 years. And it was like I had so many kid feelings for him, man, because like he was my high school sweetheart and I wish him well, but like he couldn't love himself enough. I always loved him more than he loved himself, and that's toxic. That's toxic. Like, I remember me and him, he got another bag of dope. And he showed it to me, and the first thing I did was grab it. And he wrestled me to the floor. I had to fight him on the floor, crawling to the fucking toilet of the bathroom, which the doors were off of the fucking bathroom wall because I fucking told him something one time and he ripped the fucking bathroom doors off like he's the fucking Hulk. And I ain't gonna lie, shit was kind of hot a little bit because it was just fucking hot. It was a lot of testosterone. But, like, I didn't fuck him after. Like, it was just like, you fucking childish. Yeah, it might have been hot, but you childish. Well, I actually had to flush the toilet before I threw the dope in the toilet. But I would do it again. Because he needed to see what had taken over him then. And no matter what fucking drugs I ever did or will ever do, if I ever do any, there's a very, very fine line between doing drugs and letting the drugs do you. And you gotta choose. You gotta be able to look yourself in the mirror and see, like, are you letting the drugs do you? Because I did that whenever I was like 18. That shit was wild. I know my fucking homies are the only reason I got the fuck home. Shout out Dorian. Because that's my fucking dog. He always one of my ex-friends too, but like she was younger than me and don't want to really bring that up because it's pointless. Not that real, you know what I mean? Like, if you a real friend, you gonna go through the rough. You a rough rider. But if you're not a rough rider, you're not a rough rider. Well, before I got with my high school sweetheart, I was with, I guess we could say sugar daddy, but it wasn't even sugar daddy. Like, I didn't know he had money whenever I got with him. It was just like, I had just gotten out of, like, my wildin' out fucking I used to live in an apartment complex, and, like, everybody would get me fucked up every night off of whatever, and I was just, like, in that destructive phase where I just didn't give a fuck about what it was. I was about to take it. I overdosed a couple times. But God always brought me back. It was never Narcan. I wished I could have died, because life's fucking hard. But I'm glad I'm here. I'm thankful for all the chances that I've gotten and all the opportunities and lessons that I've learned. I don't think I've really lost anything other than, like, shit people fucking took. Because if I can't find it and if I didn't misplace it, somebody fucking took that shit. There's law. Shit don't just fucking disappear. Well, when I was with him, we had a lot of memories that we made, a lot of experiences, but it just didn't add up. Because, like, it did at first, but then once I realized, like, his end game was not my end game. Like, he was on this whole kingpin thing, and I was on a whole, like, caring about people thing. Plus, he wanted me to get a side nigga, and I didn't like that. Like, have any of you gotten in an argument with your old man because you don't want to get a side nigga? Like, that was fucking weird. But I was fucking 19, 18. I turned 19 whenever I was with him. And no, I was 19 when I was with him. I was 18 when I was getting fucked up. Turned 19 whenever I was with him. I remember going on Rolling Loud for my 21st birthday with him. VIP section, I was fucking lit. Got to see Triple X that night. Actually, he was a day performer because he hadn't even popped up off that hard. Like, he wasn't even a night performer yet. But he performed with a couple people. And he performed with fucking Ski Mask. That shit was lit. Well, at the point of time I was in, it was just like, if I had to argue with you that much because, like, I didn't want to get a side nigga, and, like, I didn't want to be shared, and then like I just gave up. Then that was the moment that I was just like, fuck it, I guess this is just gonna be my experiences. So yeah, I got a side nigga, and it was kind of fun getting worshipped by like multiple dudes, but it's just not my thing. Like, and it's not like he didn't want me. It's not like he begged me to get a side nigga because he wanted somebody else. He had toxic behaviors from like his exes cheating on him and shit like that. So like it ended up turning into a fetish. And it was weird. But I left him, and it was kind of a messy break because I was just so out of it. Like, I had to fight him about wearing my clothes one time because I wasn't into that shit. It's just like, I don't give a fuck about how much money you have. I didn't care about if and how much I loved your daughter because I can't have kids. So that breaks my heart. I think more than anything in this world, that's the one thing that breaks my heart. I think it'd be really cool to be able to have that bond like my dad had with me with somebody that was like me, because I know I'm just like my fucking dad. I get told that all the time. But it's not my reality. And that's okay. I've coped with that. I don't do things like bad coping mechanisms. I do good coping mechanisms for that now. But it does get depressing because it's just like Mother Nature fucking bitch. Like, okay, I can't have kids. Why the fuck I gotta still have a period? Point blank. Point blank. But which is probably why I'm emotional as fuck right now. Like, what day is it? But besides that, before my sugar daddy ex, I was single for a little bit. I was wilding out. I lived like literally a block away from the bars, so all I would do was go to the bars if they was open. And I get stupid fucked up. At the apartment. We would pregame. Bro, I used to drink like 2 fucking fifths. And then I'd be perfectly fine. I'd be perfectly sober. Or I'd fucking drink and fucking do tabs or fucking pills. What you got? Like, I'm the swallow goblin. Like, but, or snort. I would snort too. I would snort a lot. Oh fuck, did I snort a lot? But them days is like, they're just done because it got boring. It's not what I wanted. It's just something I was doing to feel nothing, which is a definition of mine on the Urban Dictionary. You should look it up. Before him, I was with like my first move-in boyfriend. Like, that was the first boyfriend I moved together with. But let me just say why he's my ex. I had to fight him to try to teach him how to boil water. Nah, like, if you can't cook for me too, I'm not about to. I was working 3 fucking jobs. Literally sleeping 3 hours a fucking day, working 3 fucking jobs. What I got you for? You can't even boil water. And it wasn't the sex. It was just because I loved you more. But it's like, I know my worth now. So I'm at a place in my life to where I just want platonic relationships, because if there is ever a dude out there, I should have listened to my dad a long time ago. Because I remember him telling me when I was a little girl that, never let a dude love you unless he's gonna love you like I love you and treat you like I treat you. And he made sure that I felt that. He made sure that I felt like I was worth it. Not in like a weird way at all. Like, me and my dad would go fishing. We would fucking ride the four-wheelers. We would hook up sound in his car. We would fucking jam out. We would go to the news station and I'd fucking get in front of the camera. I'd do voiceovers. He taught me. He input a lot of knowledge into me to use to be who I am today. And I remember when I was like 15, I was still going through a lot of shit, and he died. And that's why I wilded out so bad whenever I was 18, because it was just like, it felt like the only person who loved me was gone. And it hurts because I should have loved myself more. And I didn't love myself more. I didn't love myself until shit kept happening time and time again that I needed to see, I needed to go through, because if I didn't go through any of that, I'd have never loved myself. I'd have never loved myself like I do now. So it's just like, I am content with loving myself. Because if somebody can't love me like I love myself, while I love everybody unconditionally, just because the world needs a little bit more love, and I got a lot to give, because if I'm just giving it to these fuckboys, I might as well just give it to everybody else free of charge, because I got it. What's the point of charging people to care about you? Like, I never loved somebody so they could take care of me. I happened to just love somebody and he took care of me. Like, I happened to love somebody and they dropped the ball on themselves too. And I can't say that like I'm fucking perfect. I'm not fucking perfect. Like, I remember one time he threw keys at my fucking face and that shit fucking hurt so bad. And when I like called him out on it, he was like, no I didn't. I was like, what the fuck? You absolutely just did. And I should have knew then, but I blamed it on mental illness. There's no excuse. I've dealt with mental illnesses. That's manipulation. That was manipulation. That was also drugs. It was a very drug-filled, toxic relationship. Like, it was like that person really had me believing that I couldn't be an artist. Like, still to this day, probably doesn't listen to my music, which I don't care. Or maybe he does, I don't know. I know they secretly keep up with me, in a sense. But I would never go back. And I never want to go back. I mean, we were on and off for like 10 fucking years, and the first fucking 8 of them were never official. It was just like, we clicked together, and like the energy was so fucking strong, and like we knew we loved each other, but I didn't know his side of the game yet, and I wouldn't trade that either, because I learned a lot of fucking tricks, a lot of knowledge, but I also learned how to love myself along the way. And I would never give that up. So, if anybody's still watching, you gotta love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Keep loving yourself. And never stop loving yourself. And if somebody wants to love you and never stops loving you, and never gives up on loving you, no matter what you've been through, no matter if you've got fucking bad days, no matter if you're going through some shit, if they never stop loving you and they never stop trying to love you, then that might be the person. I can't say that it is, because they got some toxic ass people in this world. But it doesn't mean that they're not. It just, what it means is take it slow. Don't just believe what somebody says. Like, I don't know if I'll ever believe when somebody calls me beautiful again. Probably not. Just because all the times I heard it, those people didn't mean it. They just wanted me to hear it. Which is fucked up, but true. Very fucking true. If you're wondering, out, like, it's out, but Zippo, lighter now. Oh. Bitch. Nothing stops me. Full flow. It's kind of scary. But so is love. Because we live in a world today where people don't know how to love and lust. And it's like, the only way I'll ever lust again is if somebody is fully loving me. Like, do you care about what's in my brain? Do you hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying? Because if your responses don't add up, you're not hearing what I'm saying. If your actions don't add up, you're not hearing what I'm saying. And then, one thing I can say to anybody, if anybody's watching this and you're going through the same thing, pull out of that relationship, because number one, you love yourself more. And never not love yourself more. Number two, that person doesn't even know how to love themselves yet. You gotta show them what loving themselves is, so this world could be a better place. Because that's what I had to do. So hopefully I can make the world a better place. But even if I can't, I tried. I tried. And I never will stop trying. Because I love myself more. And I love these fucking kids. Because I can't have one. So, bye. I'm Carlie. Nice to meet you again. If this is your first time getting to know me, if it's not, I got some other videos where I'll get pretty hype as shit and don't get so fucking emotional, and I'm fucking Carlie. I do what I want to do, and today I want to be vulnerable. Bye.